You know that feeling when you're like, I know I will be successful one day, but I just can't really see like exactly how I'm gonna get there. Like what is actually going to be the thing that will get me these results that I know that I will eventually achieve. I know that I felt that so much throughout the last couple of years of my life of trying to become an entrepreneur, trying to succeed with different businesses. And I've noticed that no matter like how much money I'm making or like how much further along I get on my journey, that feeling is always there. And even now when I'm starting to see success, I started making my first 10K per month. I started having my first 2K days now recently at 22 years old and starting to see like the results that I've been wanting to achieve. I still have this feeling every single day, more or less, where I'm thinking about like what is my path gonna look like. I feel lost a lot of times, you know. And if you can resonate with that whatsoever, I think this video is gonna be very valuable for you, because in this video I want to walk you through like why you feel that way and like what I've found out in my own experience, and something that's helped me a lot in terms of like mindset shifts and just like understanding the journey towards achieving your goals. And if you can watch this video all the way through and understand the stuff I'm gonna tell you about in this video, you will achieve more success. Because you need to realize that everything that you have in your life, everything that the physical results, your mindset, how you feel about yourself, the success that you achieve, everything comes back to how you think and how you make decisions. And achieving a lot of success at a young age, making your first 10K per month, first 100K, and becoming a millionaire at a young age, it's all only possible by being willing to live in uncertainty, by being willing to feel lost. And I'm making this because last night when I was going to sleep, I was really reflecting on this, because I was like super in my head, you know, reflecting about like why is this taking so long? You know, I know like deep down, ever since I was a small kid, I always knew that I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna achieve bigger things. I'm not gonna see myself in the traditional path of just like getting a job and like just going through life like most people do. But throughout that journey, even though I knew that to be the case, I knew that I would achieve these goals, I never had that clarity of like what is the path actually gonna look like to get to those goals. And last night what happened is I was just like, okay, now I'm seeing some success. I'm making over 10K per month. I'm like doing all these things. I'm growing this business, helping a lot of people change their lives through my coaching programs and things like that. But it's still like I still don't see that clear path to my goal. And it's easy to fall into the trap of like thinking like this is only me, you know, this is just like how you think. This is just how I am thinking. Like this is unique, you know. Not a lot of people think this way. But I realized more and more after talking with friends, other people in the space, like-minded people that are doing even bigger numbers, is that pretty much everyone feels the exact same way. You never feel like you get to a point where like everything is clear, everything is figured out. And I think like being in that uncertainty is kind of also the beauty of like entrepreneurship, you know, because like the biggest difference, if you look at people that live a very like monotone, like average life, which is my biggest fear and probably yours as well if you're watching this video, the thing that they have is they have security, you know. But the sense of security that they have is like that every single day they will wake up, same thing is gonna happen. They know exactly what the next step is gonna look like. They know exactly how much they're gonna get paid this month. Know exactly what's gonna happen next year. They're probably in like this average lifestyle, you know, where they have an okay relationship. They're making okay money every single month. They're traveling sometimes on like some okay vacations. Everything is just like good or like average for them. But if you're anything like me, like that scares me the most. Hearing that, like I literally like get like goosebumps when I hear that, like that the kind of lifestyle of like just being average and just like letting your life go back and not pushing yourself to a higher level. But I think also the cost with coming to a higher level, the cost of like pushing to the next level and making a lot of money and getting that like extraordinary like ideal lifestyle that you're probably after, is that you're living in uncertainty. You have a lot of like doubts in your own head every single day. You wake up, or you go to sleep in the night, maybe you stay up late in the night and you're wondering like, is this gonna work out? Will I actually make the money I've been making? Like constantly just question yourself. And I don't really think you ever get away from it. And I think it's actually a good thing, because if you have those emotions, if you feel that way, it means that you're pushing yourself. It means that you're doing stuff that you're scared to do. It means that you're on the path to success. Because the thing is, if you didn't feel that way, if you felt like, I know what I'm doing, I know what next step is gonna look like, I know what my path to success is gonna look like, then you probably are not pushing yourself to the level that you could be. And that is what you should be concerned about. And reprogramming your mind in this way is gonna help you win in life. When you realize that like the way to succeed is to become comfortable being uncomfortable. Changing your mindset from, okay, I feel scared, I feel nervous, I'm doubting myself, I feel, I have negative emotions coming up. Changing your mindset instead of like, okay, this negative emotions, these things is bad. I should move away from this. I feel negative. I'm doubting myself. This is bad. Let me hold back. That's how most people operate. That's how most people are broke and like unsuccessful in general, because they move away from negative things, negative emotions. If you can shift your mindset towards moving towards things that scare you, when you feel uncomfortable, when you doubt yourself, when you're uncertain, is trusting the process and continuing to live in that uncertainty. I think this is by far like the biggest hack for success that there is. At least in my life, the biggest thing that's helped me get to where I am today, where I can travel, work from wherever I am, make like multiple six figures before I turn 22 years old. Most of this stuff comes down to me as being willing to step into uncertainty and live in a place where I am unsure of like exactly what's gonna happen. Like I'm unsure of what the plan is gonna look like to get to the next level. You know, all this comes from being willing to step into that feeling and just doing stuff that is not guaranteed to work out. And again, you should honestly start seeking that feeling. You know, the more you can live in that uncertainty, the more you can be in a place where you're unsure, you're scared on a daily basis, you don't know what's gonna happen, you feel like you're uncomfortable, but you're taking action. You know, you're moving forward, you're investing into programs, you're learning new things, you're getting new experiences in business, you're trying stuff, you're making sales calls, you're doing like things, you're failing. Like the fact that you're doing that, the fact that you're feeling that way, that means that you're on the path to your goal. So I'm still making this video more almost like a kind of like a as a video to just document for myself and as a reminder for myself, because I also fall into a trap a lot of times where I'm like, I'm on my journey and like I feel uncomfortable, I feel scared, and it's very tempting to like just kind of pull back and like just go back to your baseline and just like stay at okay and say I made my first 10K, so I can just like fall back into remote sales, keep doing that and not push myself as hard, because it's more secure, it's more like a clear path to take. But if you want to achieve greatness like I do, if I want to get to like big numbers and provide a life of complete freedom for yourself, for your family, you can't be operating like that. You have to push to the next level. You have to be willing to be scared and uncomfortable. You have to just become comfortable with that. And I think the biggest thing that's going to help you do this is also just developing internal certainty in yourself. Because what I'm talking about right now is you're gonna feel uncomfortable, uncertain, scared. You're gonna feel like you don't know what you're going to do. You don't know exactly what the path is going to look like to get to your goal, and that's fine. But it all helps if you have some type of certainty that you're grounding yourself in. If you build certainty within yourself, that you have a skill, that you have something that you trust in yourself. Because most people don't, and that's why you feel scared, you feel uncomfortable when starting a business, and then you give up because of the fact that you don't have anything to believe in yourself. You know, if things get scary, things get uncomfortable, you never proven to yourself that you have achieved something great in your life. You never proven that you be consistent, you can like be good at anything. And that's why you give up. And it's super easy to fix. It's literally about just showing yourself that you're capable of like holding promises to yourself. Set out goals, set out a wake up time, set out a time you're gonna work out every single week, set out a goal for the next like 6 months to just commit to a certain action every single day. And you will get confident, you will build certainty in yourself, and that is what you need to have that internal kind of guidance. Because the biggest thing I've seen with people I work with inside my coaching program and people in general that are not succeeding is that they have a perfect plan to success. They could like literally do everything that is required to succeed, but they're not doing it because number one, they're scared, and number two, they don't have that like core belief in themselves that they can achieve greater things in their life. And if you don't have that, you're never gonna succeed. You need to have some type of belief in yourself to keep you going when things get hard, when things get scary, when you want to stop. You're gonna have something that's getting you to keep going. You know, that has you keep on pushing and keep on grinding to get your goals. Because you have friends that doubt you, you're gonna have family that doubt you, you're gonna have all these negative emotions in your own head doubting yourself. You're gonna be up at night feeling like you're completely lost, don't know what you're doing, feel like you should just give up. So if you don't have something within you that's driving you to keep going, you're going to quit. So create that for yourself. After watching this video, if you don't already have that strong belief in yourself, start setting out goals, start sticking to your word. Never break promises to yourself ever again. And if you have to make lower promises to yourself instead of setting out huge goals, it's better to set out like you're gonna work out 3 days a week for the next 2 years and stick to that and never miss. Then say that you're gonna work out like 3 times per day for the next like 6 months, and then miss like half of the days. the most important thing is you commit to the things you set out to achieve, because that is what builds confidence in yourself. That's going to show up in your confidence, in your internal certainty, and as a result that you will achieve more simply because you believe that it's possible. If you look at big athletes that have achieved a great amount of success, the reason why they get further is because they believe that it's possible to get further. I hope these birds out here are not distracting you too much. There's some crazy birds here by my apartment here in Spain, but this is what I want to share with you. If you want help with any of this stuff, if you want accountability and join my one-on-one mentorship where I teach you how I make money with remote high-ticket sales, which is what I've done for the last 3 years now and made multiple 6 figures doing it. And that's also what allows me to travel like to places like Spain. I've been in Mexico, been in Costa Rica, in Colombia, Sweden, making money from wherever I am. If you want help with learning that skill and like really getting to your first 5-10K a month online in a remote sales job, click the link down below and I'll help you out one-on-one instead of my one-on-one mentorship. But only do that if you're ready to actually work hard, because it's not a get rich quick. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the future videos. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.